。おはようございます。おはぽてと12月12月12月12日号ということで、お久しぶりの本当に1ヶ月ぶりくらいの、朝配信なんですけれども、なんで急に始めたかと言いますと、チャット GPT でなんかスピーキングが鍛えられるぞみたいなのを知ってしまいまして、やろうかなと思って今までのおはポテトちょっと天気コーナーとかやってたんですけど、今日はちょっとめんどくさいので全部かっ飛ばしてもう早速フレーズコーナーではないんですけれども、早速本題に入っていっちゃおうかなと。画面にも映ってる通り実は軽くどんなもんなんだろうっていうのでワンセッションだけしたんですけれどもワンセッションまあなんかいけそうな感じがするのでちょっとやっていこうかなと。どうなるかちょっと私もよくわからないんですけど、とりあえず軽くチャット GPT と英語で話してって、何かしらイディオムなりなんなり得られるものがいいなと思ってます。まだ実験段階です。どんな感じでうまく先生として導いたらいいのかとか、そもそもスピーキングの練習って会話とはいえさ、話すことが一番大事じゃん。話すことが一番大事なんだけれども、文法的にとかこういうイディオム使った方がいいよとかあったらさ、教えてもらわないといけないじゃん。どういうタイミングでそういう要求をしたらいいのかとかさ、ちょっとわかんないから、今日はちょっと手探りになるんですけれども、ちょっとやっていこうかなという感じでございます。で、何を話してたの？ What would you like to talk about today? As I said a few minutes ago, I want you to teach me English, especially the grammatical aspects. And if you think there is a idiom that which is better to use, what I said, then I want you to teach me. Well, can you give me something to talk about?
Absolutely. Let's talk about your daily routine. Describing your daily activities can help you practice grammar and learn new vocabulary. How does that sound?
これもう入ってんの? Sounds great.
Great. Let's start with what you do in the morning. How do you usually begin your day?
Well, first I wake up at 9 a.m. and then first I wash my teeth. Wait, is it right? Wash my teeth.
You would say brush my teeth.
Okay.
So you
brush my teeth.
So
sorry.
No problem. After brushing your teeth, what do you usually do next?
If I have time, I eat a breakfast. But if I don't have time to eat breakfast, then I start makeup.
That sounds like a busy morning. If you have time... Exactly.
I'm so sorry,
Cut your makeup.
Cut you off again and again. I'm so sorry.
No need to apologize. It's perfectly fine to take your time. Practicing is all about learning at your own pace.
I really love you. Thank you.
I'm glad to help. Let's continue practicing whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Awesome. So after you finish your makeup, what do you usually do next?
Well, I change my clothes, then I go to my work.
That's a good correction. So you change your clothes and then go to work. Great job.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. You're doing really well. Would you like to talk about...
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there any modification to improve my English?
You're doing great so far. One suggestion is to practice using more complete sentences. For example, you could say, after I change my clothes, I go to work. This helps you practice connecting your ideas. Keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's continue practicing and improving your English together. What would you like to talk about next?
Well, can you give me some good thing?
Take your time. If there's a specific topic or
Can you give me a specific topic?
Sure. How about we discuss your favorite hobbies or
Favorite activities or what?
How about we talk about your favorite movie or book?
Okay,
You can
then.
describe the story, the
I wanna-
characters, and
I want to
why
go
you
for
like
my
it.
favorite movies.
We could also talk about your favorite place to visit. Great.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Awesome. Tell me about one of your favorite movies and what you like about it.
Okay. Just give me a second. I need a time to think about it. Are you okay?
Whenever you're ready,
Are you
feel
alive?
free to share the name of the movie and what you enjoy about it.
Okay then.
Absolutely. Just let me know whenever you're ready to share. There's no rush.
My favorite movie is The Royal Tenenbaums, which directed by Wes Anderson. Do you know this movie? Wait.
Whenever
Are you okay?
take all the time you need. Feel free to think about it, and we can continue whenever you're ready.
So my favorite movie is The Royal Tenenbaums, which is directed by Wes Anderson. Do you know this movie?
No rush at all. I'm here for you.
Wait, is this just because of the
Whenever you're
internet
ready.
connection?
こんにちは。調子はどうですか？一緒に何かできる
I think the internet connection is not good, I guess. Do you hear me? Excuse me, sir. Are you okay?
Take your time. I'm here whenever you're ready to continue.
Okay, I want to talk about my favorite movie. And my favorite movie is The Royal Tenenbaums, which is directed by Wes Anderson.
Whenever you
Are you okay? Okay, let's turn off the face tracking. Bye bye. チャット GPT が死にそうなので、私を消しますね。ちょっと待って、一回終了して、そうチャット GPT のいいところ全部こうやって残るんですよ。あまりにもあれなんだったんで。右下の私を消したんですけれども、なんかダメそうだよねネットのコネクションの問題なのか、純粋にちょっとコンピューターがオーバーワークなのか分かんなかったから、一旦 その右下の自分自身を消してみたんですけれども。Hello, I want to talk with you about my favorite movie, and if there is any modification, I mean about my English, especially grammatical aspects, please teach me and please give me some modifications. And now I want to talk with you about my favorite movie.
I'd love to hear about your favorite movie. Just go ahead and describe it, and I'll help with any grammar improvements. What's the movie about?
Okay, my favorite movie is The Royal Tenenbaums, which is directed by Wes Anderson. The movie is about a family which which is the father was go out from the family a few.
It sounds like you're describing the Royal Tenenbaums sounds like an interesting choice. You could say the movie is about a family whose father leaves them for a few years. What's your favorite part of the movie?
Well, my favorite part of the movie is the protagonist. Wait, yes, the protagonist is which is wait. How can I say? The Royal Tenenbaums is the protagonist in this movie, and he keeps telling a lie to his family, and in the middle of this movie, it turns out he keeps telling a lie to the family. I think this is the most intense part in this film. Everything is changed after this point.
That sounds like a very dramatic and important moment in the movie. You explained it well. You might say the protagonist, Royal Tenenbaums, keeps lying to his family. In the middle of the movie, it turns out he's been lying, and everything changes after that. Great job describing it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you have any more favorite movies or questions about English, feel free to share.
Well, okay. Let's talk about other films.
Sure. Let's talk about another film. Do you have another favorite movie in mind?
Yes.
No worries. We can take our time. If there's a specific film you'd like to discuss, just let me know.
Okay, currently I watched wait, I don't know the English title. Just give me a second. I'm
Take
gonna
your
Google
time.
it.
Sure, take your time.
Thanks.
Let me know when you find the title and we can talk about it.
Yeah, I've watched the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Is it the proper pronunciation?
No problem at all. Take your time and let me know if you need any help.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame, is that proper pronunciation? Or do you happen to know this movie?
Oh.
Hunchback or maybe Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes, you pronounced it well. It's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. What do
Okay,
you think about this movie?
The Hunchback of the Notre Dame. Well, this movie about there's a abandoned child, abandoned baby. Is it correct? Is it correct? There's an abandoned child who looks ugly, and how can I say?
Yes, that's correct. You pronounced it perfectly. What do you enjoy most about this movie?
Well, I think the most interesting point of this film is the protagonist fell in love with a girl, but the they don't be
I'm familiar with it. It's a classic story about Quasimodo, the bell ringer of Notre
yes.
Dame, and his adventures. What do you like most about this movie?
My favorite part, the most interesting part of this film is the protagonist, Kajimoto, can't be. I think he were happy in the end, but he can't get.
You're doing great.
He couldn't get
What
along
scene or
with.
character
Let me
do you
finish.
enjoy most from the movie?
Yeah, so Kajimoto, he couldn't get along with the girl who he fell in love with. I felt that it's not the typical Disney film. What do you think?
That's great.
Can you give me some modification that I say? I think it's not correct. So I said Kajimoto, he couldn't get along with a
Like you were about
heroine,
to.
the gypsy girl, a gypsy girl who he fell in love with. Can you modify my sentence?
Yes. Are you referring to Quasimodo?
Yes, I'm referring to Kajimoto.
Was abandoned as a baby
Yes.
and raised in the Notre Dame Cathedral?
So I wanted to say the most interesting part of this film is Kajimoto couldn't get along with a gypsy girl who he fell in love with. I think this sentence is something wrong, but I don't know how to modify it. Can you modify my sentence?
Konnichiwa. 調子はどうです?
Hello?たまにおかしくなるの何なんでしょうか。Hello?
Hi there. How's it going?
I'm doing great. We were talking about the film, which is the Hunchback of the Hunchback of the Notre Dame.
Oh, got it. The Hunchback of the Nautilodon sounds intriguing. Is it inspired by the Hunchback of Notre Dame, or is it something completely different? Tell me more about it.
I meant the film, The Hunchback of the Notre Dame, which is sponsored, which is made by a Disney. Do you know this film?
Got it. Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame is such a classic. It's based on Victor Hugo's novel, but with that magical Disney twist. What do you like most about the movie? The music, the characters, or something else?
Yeah, music is brilliant. For me, the most interesting part of this film is Kajimoto, who is a protagonist of this film, couldn't get along with the gypsy girl who he fell in love with. Can you modify my sentence, please?
Sure. Here's a modified version. The music is brilliant, but for me, the most interesting part of the film is that Quasimodo, the protagonist, couldn't win the love of the gypsy girl he fell in love with. Does that sound better?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're doing great. Would you like to talk more about the film or practice anything else?
I want to more talk about this film.
Great. It's such a fascinating story. What do you think about the themes in the movie, like acceptance, love, or justice? Or maybe you have a favorite scene.
Oh, well, it's hard to decide. Maybe it's about discrimination, I guess, or maybe racism or something.
You're absolutely right. Discrimination is a big theme in the movie. It shows how Quasimodo is judged for his appearance and how Esmeralda is treated unfairly because of her background. It's powerful how the story explores those issues. Do you think the movie handled those themes well?
Yes, it is. That was really realistic story. But I think there's no excuse. Evacuation.
I see what you mean. The story feels realistic because it shows how cruel people can be. But you're right, there's no excuse for discrimination or hatred. It makes the movie even more powerful, though, by showing how the characters rise above that. What do you think about Esmeralda's role in challenging injustice?
She was so cool, and yeah, she was so good, and she was so brave.
Absolutely, she was amazing. Esmeralda stood up for what was right, even when it was dangerous. She showed so much courage. What moment of hers really stood out to you?
She was so brave, but I think not that every people can do like her. So I think it's just a idea. She's just an idea.
I get what you're saying. It's like her bravery feels almost too ideal, something most people might struggle to achieve in real life. But sometimes those big, bold characters inspire us to think about what we could do in tough situations. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad you agree. It's powerful how a character like Esmeralda can make us think about standing up for what's right, even when it's hard. Do you think her actions in the movie changed the way others saw her or the world around her?
Her movements, her activities that she did makes people changed.
Exactly. Esmeralda's actions really challenged people's views and made them reconsider their judgments. Her bravery and kindness opened eyes, especially to Quasimodo, and showed that people shouldn't be defined by appearances or backgrounds. What did you think about her relationship with Quasimodo?
It's hard to say if from the point. I'm still talking.
I understand it's a complicated relationship. Quasimodo and Esmeralda have such a deep connection, but it's also filled with challenges. Do you think they had a real chance at being together? Or was it more about friendship and mutual understanding?
From the Esmeralda's view, it was just a friendship. From the Quasimodo's view, that was not just a friendship. There is definitely intimacy stuff.
You make a great point. From Quasimodo's perspective, his feelings for Esmeralda were much deeper than just friendship. He loved her in a way that went beyond what they had, even though they did share a strong bond. Esmeralda, on the other hand, probably saw it more as friendship, since she was focused on fighting for justice and her own survival. It's an interesting contrast, don't you think?
Could you please say it again?
Of course, you're right. From Quasimodo's perspective, his feelings for Esmeralda were much more than friendship. He loved her deeply, even though they shared a strong bond. On the other hand, Esmeralda likely saw their connection as more of a friendship because she was focused on justice and her own survival. It's a really interesting contrast between how they viewed their relationship, don't you think?
Yes, it is. It's beautiful contrast. On the other hand, that was a bit sad contrast because Quasimodo couldn't realize his feeling, romantical feeling. Can you modify it, my sentence?
Yes, exactly. It's a bittersweet contrast. Quasimodo's love for Esmeralda was so pure, but because of his own struggles and the way he was treated, he couldn't fully understand or express those feelings as romance. It's heartbreaking that he couldn't experience the love he longed for. Do you think his relationship with Esmeralda could have been different if circumstances were different?
Can you repeat your question?
Sure. I asked if you think Quasimodo's relationship with Esmeralda could have been different if the circumstances around them were different. For example, if he wasn't judged by others or if he had more confidence, do you think their relationship could have turned out differently?
Maybe if the Quasimodo was treated like that from the people living there, it could be, I guess.
You're right. If Quasimodo had been treated differently by the people around him, maybe he would have had a better chance to express himself and build a different relationship with Esmeralda. The way society treated him, especially with such harsh judgment, definitely shaped how he saw himself and others. It's a tragic part of the story. Do you think he would have been able to be more open if things had been different?
No, I think he couldn't because of the floral. He's a really bad person.
I understand what you're saying. Quasimodo's difficult experiences and the way he was treated likely made him struggle with self-worth and confidence, which could make it hard for him to be open, even if the situation was different. But I think it's important to note that Quasimodo isn't a bad person. He's actually very kind and loyal, especially to Esmeralda. His actions come from a place of love, even though they're sometimes misunderstood. Do you think he deserved more understanding from others?
Sorry, I said Quasimodo is. I didn't say Quasimodo is a bad person. I said Frollo is a bad person because he was raised Quasimodo as a inconfident person.
Ah, see now, you're absolutely right. Frollo is the one who created such a difficult environment for Quasimodo. His treatment of Quasimodo, keeping him isolated and teaching him to feel ashamed, is what caused Quasimodo's lack of confidence. Frollo's actions are truly cruel, and they had a lasting impact on Quasimodo. It's such a tragic part of the story. Do you think Frollo's actions could have been different if he had shown more compassion toward Quasimodo?
Well, but Frollo is just give me a second. How can I say 人間らしい in English?
Exactly. If Frollo had acted more humanely and shown compassion,
Humanely.
it could have changed everything.
Mm.
Instead, his cruelty only deepened Quasimodo's isolation and confusion. A more understanding and caring approach would have helped Quasimodo grow into a stronger, more confident person. It's a tragic example of how a lack of kindness and empathy can shape someone's life. Do you think that theme of compassion could be applied to real life too?
Yes, I think so. But I can't say. Wait, let me
I
finish.
see you might have more thoughts on it. What were you about to say?
Sorry. I wanted to say I can't say I can act. I can't do like Esmeralda because she's so brave and she's so ideal person. But most of the people could be a follow, I guess.
I completely understand what you're saying. Esmeralda is such an ideal character. Her bravery and determination make her seem almost larger than life. It can feel difficult to live up to such an example, but I think you're right that many people could follow her lead in smaller ways. Even if we can't be as brave as her in every moment, we can still stand up for what's right, help others, and show kindness. It doesn't always have to be something as dramatic, but every little act can make a difference. Do you think there are smaller, everyday ways we can show courage, like Esmeralda?
Yes, it is. For example, give a seat. For example, in a train or maybe on a bus, give a seat. Is it right? Give a seat to the elder person or pregnant person. Can you modify it?
Yes, that's a perfect example. Giving up your seat for an elderly person or someone who is pregnant is a simple yet meaningful act of kindness and respect. It shows consideration and empathy for others, just like Esmeralda's actions in the movie, even though they are on a smaller scale. Acts like these, though simple, can make a big difference in someone's day and create a more compassionate world. What other small acts of kindness do you think could make a big impact?
Big impact. Well, what do you think?
Take your time. There are so small acts that have maybe something like helping someone who's lost or offering a smile to someone who looks down.
I see. Or maybe if there's a...
Exactly. Or maybe even just listening to someone who needs to talk. Sometimes, simply being there for someone can mean more than we realize. What other small actions do you think could make a difference in someone's life?
Well, doing something good stuff. For example, picking up a garbage or trash on the street, or maybe
Yes, that's another great example. Picking up trash or cleaning up public spaces helps not only the environment, but also sets a positive example for others. Even small acts like that can inspire others to care more about their surroundings and the community. It's a simple action with a big impact on both the environment and people's attitudes. What do you think motivates people to do these good things?
well, can you give me one useful idiom that I can, which is useful when I describe this question.
A great idiom you can use is lead by example. It means showing others how to act by doing the right thing yourself. So if someone picks up trash or helps others, they are leading by example and encouraging others to do the same. You could say, by picking up trash, she's leading by example and inspiring others to take care of the environment. Does that help?
Yes, it is leading by example, right?
Yes, leading by example is a perfect way to describe it. It's all about setting a positive example for others to follow through your actions. It's a powerful way to inspire change. Would you like to try using it in a sentence?
Yes, just give me a second.
Take your time. I'm looking forward to hearing your sentence.
何にしようかな。何にしようかな。何にしようかな。難しいな。Okay, giving up a seat to the elderly people, leading the example. How is it?
You're really close. A small tweak would make it sound even smoother. Giving up a seat to elderly people is leading by example. This makes it clearer and more natural. Nice work. Would you like to try another sentence?
Yes. Or maybe can you give me other idioms that I can use?
Sure. Here are a couple of idioms that could also fit well when talking about positive actions. Pay it forward. This means doing something good for someone else, often without expecting anything in return, with the hope that they will then help others. For example, by helping that person, you're paying it forward. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is the golden rule, meaning you treat others the way you want to be treated. For example, picking up trash is an example of doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Would you like to try using one of these in a sentence?
Yes, can you repeat it? They both idioms.
Of course. Here are the two idioms again. One, pay it forward. This means doing something good for someone else with the hope that they will then do something good for others. Example, when you help someone, you're paying it forward. 2, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
What?
This is the golden rule, meaning treat others the way you would want to be treated. Example, if you pick up trash in the park, you're doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Would you like to practice using them in your own sentences?
Yes, let's try. Let's start with the first one.
Great. Try using pay it forward in a sentence. Maybe something about helping someone or doing a good deed. I'm here to help if you need any guidance.
Okay.
Take your time. Feel free to share when you're ready.
Telling away who is lost, telling away to the people who got lost. Pay for it.
You're on the right track. Here's a small adjustment to make it clearer. Showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. This way, it flows a bit more naturally. What do you think? Would you like to try another sentence with pay it forward?
Can you repeat the adjustments?
Of course. Here's the adjusted sentence again. Showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. This version makes the idea a bit clearer. Let me know if you'd like to tweak it more.
Okay, can you check it? And repeat your sentence that you adjusted.
Sure, here's the sentence I adjusted. Showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. This version is a bit more natural and clear. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, showing the way people who get lost is paying for it. Is it correct?
You're very close. Here's a small tweak to make it sound even more natural. Showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. The main change is adding to before people and using are instead of get.
Or
But you're almost there. Would you like to
okay.
try another sentence with it?
I'm gonna try it again.
Great. Whenever you're ready, feel free to share your next sentence. I'm here to help.
Showing the way. Okay. I wanna try
It
again.
seems like you're starting a sentence with showing the way. You could complete it like this. Showing the way to someone in need is paying it forward.
Showing the way.
Does that help? Feel free to adjust it however you like. 問題が発生しています。お話の内容を理解できませんでした。
showing the way to the people who are lost is paying for it.
You're really close. Just a small adjustment.
Yes.
Showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. Remember, it's paying it forward instead of paying for it. You did a great job. Would you like to try another sentence?
Paying for it. Showing the way to people who are lost is paying for it. How was that?
I see what you're trying to say. However, paying for it usually means something different, like spending money or facing consequences. To keep the meaning of the idiom, it's better to say paying it forward. So the correct version would be showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. This keeps the idea of doing something good for others, hoping they'll do the same. Does that make sense?
What?
No problem. Take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
So not pay for it. The correct idiom is pay it forward.
Yes, that's correct. The idiom is pay it forward, which means doing something good for someone with the hope that they will pass on the kindness to someone else. Pay for it would be a different phrase, typically meaning to spend money or face consequences for something. So for your sentence, it should be showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. Does that clear things up?
Okay, now I see. Pay it forward.
Great. I'm glad it's clear now. If you have any more questions or want to practice more idioms, feel free to ask.
Okay, I repeat the sentence again. Showing the way to the people who are lost is pay it forward.
You're almost there. Just one small correction. Showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. The only change is using paying instead of pay. Other than that, it's perfect. Keep up the great work. Would you like to try another sentence with it?
I'm gonna try it again. Showing the way to the people who are lost is paying it for it. Paying it forward.
You're really close. The correct sentence would be showing the way to people who are lost is paying it forward. Just remember, it's paying it forward, not paying it for you. You're doing great. Would you like to try another sentence with the idiom?
Yes.
Awesome. Go ahead and try another sentence with paying it forward, and I'll be happy to help if needed.
Okay, picking up garbages on the street is paying it forward.
You're almost there. Here's the correct version. Picking up garbage on the street is paying it forward. You just needed to change garbages to garbage, since garbage is usually used in the singular form when referring to trash in general. Great job. Would you like to try another one?
I want to repeat your sentence. Give me a second.
Sure. Here's the sentence again for you to repeat. Picking up garbage on the street is paying it forward. Go ahead when you're ready.
Picking up the garbage on the street is paying it forward.
Perfect. You nailed it. Nice work. Would you like to keep practicing or try something else?
Thank you so much. I wanna practice the second idiom that you said. Do you remember it?
You're welcome. Yes, the second idiom I mentioned is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's a version of the golden rule, which means treating others the way you want to be treated. Would you like to try using it in a sentence?
Yes, but can you repeat the idiom slowly?
Of course. Here it is slowly. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Take your time and let me know when you're ready to try a sentence with it.
That was not slowly at all. Wait, do you want what?
Oops. I misunderstood. Let me say it more slowly. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I hope that's clearer. Feel free to try using it in a sentence when you're ready.
Do you want me to what did you say?
It looks like I misunderstood your question. When I said do unto others as you would have them do unto you, I was sharing the second idiom I mentioned. It means treating others the way you would like to be treated. Sorry for the confusion. Would you like me to explain it again? Or would you like to practice using it in a sentence?
No, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat it phrase by phrase, maybe word by word?
I understand now. No problem at all. Here's the idiom, broken down phrase by phrase. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. There you go. Hopefully that's clearer. Let me know if you'd like to try it out in a sentence.
Can you check it? Do you want to do as you I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking bad to memorize it.
I see what you're asking now. You're trying to say it more slowly, and I misunderstood you earlier. Here's the idiom again, broken down word by word. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Is this the slow repetition you were looking for? If you're asking about how to use it in a sentence, feel free to give it a try.
I want to try other idioms, so sorry.
No worries at all. Feel free to try any other idioms you'd like. I'm here to help. Which one would you like to practice next?
Well, something can use in daily life.
Sure. Here's an idiom that's very useful in daily life. Break the ice. It means to make people feel more comfortable and start a conversation, especially when things are a bit awkward at first. For example, to break the ice at the party, they started with a funny game. Would you like to try using it in a sentence?
Yes. Okay. Let me think about it.
Take your time. Whenever you're ready, just go ahead and try using it in a sentence. I'm here if you need any help.
Okay. To break the ice, we always start with small conversation in the beginning of the meeting. How is it?
That's a great try. Just a small adjustment to make it sound a bit more natural. To break the ice, we always start with small talk at the beginning of the meeting. Small talk is a common way to describe light, casual conversation. You did an excellent job. Would you like to try another sentence?
Yes.
Take your time. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, to break the ice, we finished earlier. Oh wait, just give me one more second to think about it.
No problem. Take all the time you need. I'm here when you're ready.
To break the ice, to break the ice, to break the ice, the first to break the ice, to break the ice, to break the ice, new employees are supported to finish their work earlier than usual on the first day. OK、 これでいこう。これでいいのか。なんか変な気もするけど。待って。To break the ice. To break the ice. I have a question. How can I say in English 新入社員?
It sounds like you're trying to express something along the lines of finishing something early to make people feel more comfortable. You could say, to break the ice, we finished earlier than expected. This implies that finishing early helped ease the situation. Does that capture what you meant?
No, I wanted to know the word, which is 新入社員 in Japanese, but I wanted to know how to say in English.
The term Shinru Shoyun in Japanese translates to new employee or new hire in English. Both terms are commonly used to refer to someone who has just joined a company. Does that help?
Yeah, that's a lot. Thank you. Well, then I'll try the example.
You're welcome. Go ahead. I'm excited to see your example.
何言おうと思ったんだっけ？おはようございます。おはようございます。そこまでまだ話せるわけじゃないんですけれども、聞き流し何かしら助けになれたら嬉しいです。ちょっと待って、何を言おうとしてたんだっけ？ To break the ice, the new employees are supported having a welcome party. Having a 新刊があるとかでいいかな。Having a welcome party on the first date. 直してもらう、チャット GPT に。So, to break the ice, the new employees are having a welcome party on the first date.
Great job. Your sentence is almost perfect. Here's a small adjustment for smoothness.
優しい。
To break the ice, the new employees are having a welcome party on their first day. This just makes it sound a bit more natural.
On their first
You're
day.
doing really well. Would you like to try another example?
Yeah, sure. But wait, can you give me other idiom? One more idioms which can use in daily life?
Of course, here's another useful idiom you can use in daily life. Hit the nail on the head.
Hit the nail
It means
on
to
the
describe
head.
exactly what is causing a situation or to be exactly right about something. For example, you really hit the nail on the head with your idea about improving communication in the team. Would you like to try using it in a sentence?
Yes, I want to ask you something. Is it something like you made it or you nailed it? Right?
You're on the right track. Hit the nail on the head is similar to you nailed it, but they have slightly different meanings. Hit the nail on the head means you were exactly right or very precise about something, often referring to solving a problem or identifying the cause of something. You nailed it is used when someone successfully completes something, usually in terms of doing something well or achieving something perfectly. For example, you hit the nail on the head with that solution. You were exactly right about the problem. You nailed it with that presentation. You did an excellent job. Does that make sense? Want to try using hit the nail on the head in a sentence?
Yes. Sorry. Is it nailed? Can you repeat the idiom? Sorry.
No problem. The idiom is hit the nail on the head.
Hit
It
the
means to
nail
be
on the head.
exactly right about something or to find the exact solution to a problem. Feel free to try using it in a sentence whenever you're ready.
レディーできてない。ちょっと待って。Hit the nail on the hair. Hit the nail on the hair. 待って。あんまり例文を出させちゃうと私が分かんなくなっちゃうから。私が例を出せなくなっちゃうから。やったね、やったね。これさ、長文で使うもんじゃなくねって思ったりしたんだけど。でもいいや、せっかく出してくれたから頑張って考えよう。Hit the nail on the head. On the head って言ったのか、on the hair. On the hair って言ったのか、ちょっとよくわかんなかった。Hit the nail on the head って聞こえたけど、合ってるよね、きっと。Hit the nail on the head. ラップみたい。Hit the nail on the head. なんかあるかな Exact solution. Hits the nail on the head. I was in trouble with my customer, but my senior colleague って上司ってなんて言うんだろう my boss hits the nail on the head これで待てよもうちょっとなんか世界を広げてみよう新しい政策はゴミ問題に的確な解決策を見出したみたいなそういうのがいいかな The new あれ政策って英語でなんて言うんだろうなんでそんな難しいことを私は考えてしまったんでしょうか政策英語 The new policy measure The new policy ポリシーでいいんだThe new policy hits the nail on the head of でいいのかなさっき on って言ってた気がするんだけど Hit the nail on the head of Hit the nail on the head of environment's problem environmental issue environmental problem よし Okay, I'm ready. The new policy hits the nail on the head of environmental issue. Can you adjust it?
You're really for clarity. The new policy hits the nail on the head when it comes to environmental issues. This version makes the connection between the policy and the issue a bit clearer. You did a great job. Would you like to try another sentence?
Yeah, but can you repeat the adjustments?
Of course. Here's the adjusted sentence again. The new policy hits the nail on the head when it comes to environmental issues. The adjustment I made was adding when it comes to make the sentence flow more naturally. This helps connect the idea of the policy directly to environmental issues. Let me know if you'd like to practice more.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat your adjustments, so can you check it? Should I repeat it now? It's loading. I think now it's loading, right? The internet connection. As usual. 待って、今終了しない方が良かったんじゃない？ The new policy hits the nail on the head. 待って、on the head だったんだけど。The new policy hits the nail on the head when it comes to environmental issues. When it comes to environmental issue. まあその前にさ、この人が作ってくれたさ、例文 It meant to be exactly right about something or to find the exact solution to a problem. Feel free to try using it as sentence whenever you are ready. Hit the nail on the head means you are exactly right or very precise about something, often referring to solving a problem or identifying the cause of something. You nailed it is used when something successfully completes something, usually in terms of doing something well or achieving something perfectly. これだ. You really hit the nail on the head with your idea about improving communication in the team. You really hit the nail on the head with your idea about improving communication in the team. このイディオムってなかなかハイレベルじゃない？私絶対日常生活で使える気がしないんだけど、こんなさ、つらつらと長文言えないんだけどまだ。The new policy hits the nail on the head when it comes to environmental issues. When it comes to make the sentence flow more naturally. This helps connect the idea of the policy directly to environmental issues. ほわ！難しいで難しいでなんかあれとかも聞けるのかな？最後にあれをなんて言うんだっけなんて言うんだっけ待ってよかったなんかどっか押しちゃったかと思ったなんて言うんだっけスラングを教えてもらおうかな最後にスラングを教えてもらって終わりにしようかしらなんか変なとこ押しちゃったかもよしHi there, today I want you to teach me a useful slang in English?
Hi, sure, I'd be happy to teach you a useful slang phrase. Here's one you might hear often. Hang in there. It means to keep going and stay strong, even when things are tough or challenging. It's a way to encourage someone not to give up. For example, I know you're stressed with work, but hang in there. It'll get better. Would you like to try using it in a sentence?
Yes. Can you repeat this slang? Is it hang it up?
Great question. The slang is actually hang in there, not hang it up. Hang in there means to stay strong or keep going even when things are difficult. Hang it up, on the other hand, is used when someone is quitting or stopping something, like giving up or retiring from a job or activity. For example, she decided to hang it up after 30 years in the business, meaning she decided to quit or retire. Let me know if you'd like to try using hang in there in a sentence.
Hang in there. 頑張ってってことでしょ。Hang in there. I know your working environment is so stressful, but hang in there. They must be gets better. It must be gets better ってことでしょ。Hang in there. テストとかにしようかな。I know the entrance exam. Entrance exam でよかったのかしら。I know the entrance exam is not that easy, but hang in there. You can do it. 次にこれ教えてもらおうかな。人を励ます時の言葉。I know the entrance exam is not that easy, but hang in there. You can do it. How is it?
That's a fantastic sentence. It's clear, encouraging, and uses the slang perfectly. I know the entrance exam is not that easy, but hang in there. You can do it. Great job. Would you like to try another sentence or learn a different slang?
Well, I want to learn different slang, and this time I realized that I don't know much about. I don't have so many vocabulary when I want to cheering people up. Can you teach me?
Of course, I can definitely help with that. Here's another useful slang to cheer people up. You got this. It's a way of saying I believe in you.
You got
can
this.
do it. It's often used to encourage someone before they do something challenging. For example, the test is tough, but you got this. I know the presentation is stressful, but you got this.
You got this.
It's simple, but really powerful when you're encouraging someone. Would you like to try using it in a sentence?
Yes. Well, the next. Wait.
Take your time. Whenever you're ready, feel free to try your sentence. I'm here to help.
The next match,対戦相手って The next match is such tough とかでもいいのかな。対戦相手、次の試合は楽じゃないけどみたいな感じの言い方でもいいのかな。The next match is not the next match would be tough, but you got this. これでちょっと直してもらおう。 Okay, so the next match would be tough, but you got this. How is it?
That's perfect. Your sentence is clear and encouraging. The next match will be tough, but you got this. Just one tiny change. I would use will instead of would because you're talking about a future event. But otherwise, it's great. Keep it up. Would you like to try another sentence or learn a new slang?
Can you describe the difference between would and will?
Sure. Wood and wheel are two completely different things. Here's a simple explanation. Wood is a type of material that comes from trees. It's solid, often brown, and used in meanings like furniture, paper, or houses. Example, the chair is made of wood. Wheel is a circular object that rotates and is used to help something move, like on a car, bike, or cart. Example, the car's wheels are made of rubber. They sound a bit similar, but they refer to different things entirely. Does that make sense?
Now I said would and will.
You're asking about the difference between would and will.
Exactly.
Here's the basic difference. Will is used to talk about future actions or events that are certain or planned. Example, I will go to the store tomorrow. Would is used in conditional situations or to talk about something that is less certain, hypothetical, or polite. Example, I would go to the store if I had time. Conditional situation. Example, I would like some coffee, please. Polite request. In your earlier sentence, will is the right choice because you're talking about a future event, the next match. Does that help clarify the difference?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Feel free to ask if you have more questions anytime.
最後にってなんて言ったらいいんだっけ As a conclusion Thanks a lot today. You helped me a lot. And as a conclusion, can you cheer me up to learn English?
Of course, you've been doing an amazing job, and I truly believe in your ability to learn and improve. Remember, every step you take, even the small ones, brings you closer to your goal. Keep practicing, stay positive, and you got this. Believe in yourself and keep pushing forward. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Keep up the great work. You're on the right path.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you next time.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Take care and see you next time.
今回さとか言うて今回さチャット GPT でさスピーキングの練習するの初めてだったんだけどさめちゃめちゃ優しかった。このチャット GPT の人じゃないけどさすごいさもう何か言うたびにさ Nice try とかさThere's a little adjustment とかさすごい気を使った言い方をしてくれてもう好きになっちゃう本当によかったこれからもなんか普通にさ今回勉強にもなったしすごくイディオムとかグラマーとかさ使いやすいスラングとかさ教えてもらったのでこれからも朝配信チャット GPT と会話する回続けようかなと思います。めちゃめちゃ良かった。すごい身になりました今回。ということで、今日の朝配信はこれにて終了ということで、学校に行く皆様、会社に行く皆様、そうでないニートの皆様、今日も一日頑張ってくださいということで、バイバイ。また明日かまた明後日か、明日やろうという確信はございます。待って明日できないかもしれないやっぱり。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。朝配信じゃないんだけれども、金夜は普通に配信する予定ですということで、バイバイ。お疲れ様でした。バイバイ。